critters just like you and me. We've all got scars, but we found our place. A little love and mud, and a whole lot of grace. We show the good, the bad, and the ugly too. The highs, the lows, it's all part of the view. So laugh, love, and maybe cry sometimes with a gang of misfits who always shine. So come on in, kick off your shoes.
Oh, God!
It's more than a ranch, it's a family crew. And these rescues, they might just rescue you. Welcome to I'm a Survivor. You'll see what second chances are meant to be. We're all survivors of something, it's true. And there's room in this family for all of you. We're all survivors of something, you see. So pull up a seat with our rescue family.
Good morning, and hi to hello. Jamie is here. Do not run away because you don't see Jamie. She's just warming up the kolaches, guys. She's warming up my kolaches. I'm feeling good this morning, and I hope that you are too. Happy Saturday. We had us a big day yesterday. Coffee clinks. I should probably wait for Jamie, shouldn't I? I should probably wait, but I'm not waiting. Thank you, guys. You're very kind. Everything is wonderful with the calves that we got taken care of yesterday. So thank you all so much for taking the time to watch that video with us, the live stream. It's always fun working with Shirtless Jake. You always know that whenever me and Jake get together, it's going to be a good time. And it was cute before the, hey, here she is, guys. Here's the woman of the hour.
Hey, y'all.
I told you she was here.
I am present. Sorry, babe.
Did you smash your finger?
No, I almost did, though.
I was worried about you smashing your finger when you pulled that chair together.
It was close.
I was reminding everybody how much fun it is whenever Jake gets together. But before the video ever started yesterday, the live stream, well, right at the beginning, I called Jake over and I put my hand. I says, listen, I said, you know, I'm going to scream and holler and yell, but I love you. I love you, but I'm going to scream and holler and yell because that's what I do. I scream and holler and yell.
Projects with Lester.
But it was wonderful, and everything went smooth. There was not a hitch, guys. There was no bump in the road. Everything went very, very smooth. I know a lot of people were wondering about the whole Jezebel, and I told you yesterday I'm going to make that into its whole video. And so once we stop the live stream with the castration and the branding, we did take a look at Jezebel, and we'll talk all about that in a video. It's never good to do it in a live stream.
Can you take one breath so I can have a swallow of coffee?
Oh,
is there any chance on earth that you could be like, hey, you have toilet paper hanging off of your...
That's my straw.
Cheers, y'all.
And coffee clinks to you all. So I'm sorry. I'm just rambling on. I'm just like I'm just rambling. Go ahead, Jamie. I'll let you talk.
I am double fisting it this morning, to be honest. No, I don't need to talk. I just wanted to be able to. Don't worry,
I can too, Jamie. However, Jamie, maybe I shouldn't do this. Maybe I should not. Well, you're double fisting it. I thought I would show you that I can do that too. I just gotta be careful with this one thumb. I gotta put this one thumb out of the way.
I was making coffee, and I just grabbed what was in the bottom of the pot, and it's a little bit bitter in my hot coffee. So I'm gonna let that sit there for just a minute while you handle that.
Terry, y'all can just hush it up. Miss Molly, just hush it up. We're double fisting wieners, is what Katie Appleton says. Is that Katie Joe?
No.
Katie Appleton is not the same person as Katie Joe.
No.
Okay. Whatever happened to Katie Joe?
We still message, and
y'all do?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, she still watches. I don't think she has as much time. She's working a couple jobs.
Gotcha.
So.
Well, so What's going on with you, Jamie?
I don't even know where to go with any of that. Like, you just went from every extreme ever. I interrupted you to be able to just have a sip of coffee, and now here we are in the most awkward situation ever.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward.
Well, happy Saturday, and happy we get to put coffee in our mouth finally at 9:30 in the morning day. And yeah, I wanted iced coffee because it sounded good, but it's a little bit chilly out, so hot coffee just still warms my soul in the morning, and that's just kind of my thing. Debbie says, Jamie, I'm really feeling another antique store browse. That would be fun. That would be so fun. I have a little bit of projects to do today, just a smidge. I was really hoping the sun was going to be out today, though. Like, this cloudiness does not help my motivation at all. But I also heard that there's this massive cold thing coming across the country again tomorrow, and we've been living in 70 degrees. You put the horse blankets up already and everything.
LE did that.
Yeah.
I paid him a job.
Yeah.
And now we got to unwrap them all.
We're getting them back out because tomorrow night is another freeze. And I have plants in the ground. Like, this was not... It was a false spring, and you called it earlier this week. One day we were leaving the driveway. You're like, Jamie, everything's so pretty and green, and sometimes we get duped. We have a false spring,
Mm-hmm.
and sure enough, the window opens up to be able to show the weather, and I'm like, no.
And I know you guys can't tell from your perspective, but all these trees behind us have these little
All the buds already on.
Buds are right there. They're all about ready to start popping out and turning everything green.
Pennsylvania and the Northeast is supposed to hit just with bombarded with snow over the next couple of days as well. And my gosh, it's just not, I know that I talk about the weather more than I probably should, but when you get a glimpse of spring, your soul like yearns for it, and you just want to bask in it, and it motivates you to like come out of the funk and like breathe fresh air and get outside and do things. And then when it backs down, you're just like, oh, dang it.
So see, I'm not really like that, because even though, yeah, we all love a nice, beautiful 70-degree day, nice and sunny and warm, I always, in the back of my mind, I know that that's going to turn into 105 degrees in no time. And I dread the summer. I just dread it. So even though I've told you before, I'd rather have 50 degrees and sunny year round. And I know you don't, but I would. 50 degrees and sunny year round. I don't need the pools and the beaches and all the things. We got the hot tub right there, but I do not do well in the summers.
Lester is going to have to break out his dang rainbow uniform that I already put up. Like, it's
hard to believe that, because it's been nothing but beautiful this last 2 weeks. A little bit of rain, but it feels very spring-like.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that? Can you all hear that? That's spring, guys. That is spring.
Well, they're going to go hibernate for a few more days. They're going to tuck themselves into those rafters a little bit more.
Those birds, I don't know what kind they are. It's not the one that attacked me, is it?
No, that's a tufted.
Okay.
That's a tufted titmouse.
These little birds live here in the rafters of the shop, whatever you call this building right here, the
RV cover.
RV cover.
The JL Motel.
And what you hear right now are all those birds. They're watching us. They're sitting here watching us, looking at us, making these noises. I'm kind of worried about that. They come down.
They want your cahoochie.
My last cahoochie.
You waving two of them around. They're like, we'll have one. So yesterday was a huge day. I couldn't be here. I was working, unfortunately. But you summoned up help from Shirtless Jake. I think he's no longer Shirtless Jake, right?
Well, his channel is still Shirtless Jake.
Yeah. So no, Jake.
I actually laughed about that in my video, that he used to be Shirtless Jake until he got married. And now Lissa no longer allows that shirtless stuff. He's going to put a shirt on now.
I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah. But no, he was a great help. Jake's a lot of fun to work with.
Here's my theory. He got married and he has helped to do his laundry and to maintain clothing. Before, he was just he'll wear the same shorts for a week maybe and don't need a shirt.
No shirt, no shoes. And that's Jake.
And now he has a wife to help him stay clothed.
No.
That's where I'm at. Yeah, so you had Jake and little Chris yesterday.
Little Chris was our fire starter, not Jake. for obvious reasons. But no, little Chris did really well. We had him a water hose, and we gave him 2 pallets to cut into small pieces. And he kept that fire going, kept the brand hot. And every time we were ready for it, he was right there to give it. And he did wonderful.
I will say this. When I watched the beginning of, I think it was Jake's video.
Yeah.
And you guys talked about lighting a fire. What did I ask you immediately? I looked at you. I made you pause the video. What did I ask you?
I don't know.
You were already medicated.
What did you ask me?
I said, please tell me you put that all the way out.
Oh, yeah. She was wanting to make sure. Yeah, here's how dumb I am. Okay, this is how dumb I am. Yes, I put the fire all the way out, but I left that same water hose running all night.
All night long.
Yeah, I did that, guys. I did that. I put the fire out.
So there's no
but
fire.
I forgot to turn the water hose off.
No fire, but there's a flood.
And now all the pastures are soaked. Well, I wasn't wearing my special bracelet, guys. And I have a lot on my mind, Jenny. But I guess I'd rather avoid one catastrophe with another. And I'd rather have a little pasture flooding than the pasture burnt down.
Jake's video was scary this week. Sincerely, I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, that's going to just keep going. And for the amount of help that they had come out, oh my, I would be mortified. I mean, it was one thing for you to meet Fire Chief Chris and for him to come out. And then I actually ran across the video of the fire that happened behind Longhorn Lester's last night when I was looking in my archives. Yeah. And it's one thing to utilize resources, and it was an accident. I recognize that. It wasn't like it just, he tried and it just got out of control. And that's what happens, and that's what those people are there for. But if you did that, Fire Chief Chris would kill you, I think, at this point in time. Yeah.
Well, you hate to think that everything happens for a reason. But if you think about it in a weird way, we only were able to make the acquaintance of Fire Chief Chris because of the fire that had caught out on me.
But hold on a second. Because a fire that caught out on you that you went live about, and someone from the UK called the fire department to come over and help you.
Yeah, that's true.
By the way, I watched one of your lives the other night. Who is feeding you at Jake's every Thursday? Every time you go eat there, somebody calls and buys your dinner.
Now that has still been a mystery. I have no idea. That is a mystery. I wish I knew because no one has fessed up to it. But it's been a little bit awkward. In a weird, twisted way, it's kind of awkward that they're like, oh, someone's already called and taken care of you. And I'm like, no.
Because you're the one that usually does that for people.
Because I don't want to go live just hoping that someone will buy my meal. You know what I'm saying? Or to announce where I'm eating so someone will buy my meal. It's flattering. It's very flattering on one hand, but it also makes me feel guilty on the other. And it makes me not want to announce where I'm at because I don't want anyone to call and pay for my meal.
People think it's me. I'm saying, yay, it is not me. I ain't buying his dinner. That's not.
Jamie did not buy me dinners, guys. Jamie does
Hold on. I cook you dinners.
Oh, yeah. Jamie cooks lunches and dinners.
And you want to know our arrangement? I buy the groceries. Lester pays when we go out to dinner. Yeah. That's how it works for us. So, no, I'm not calling to pay for his dinner at all. In fact, most of the time, I don't even know he's there until after. So.
Yeah. And then we don't always communicate on what we're doing when it comes to stuff like that. Jamie knows that when I'm over here, I'm going to fend for myself. And there's really only, I would say, 4 restaurants that I frequent all in this area. Yeah. And I take turns at all of them, and they're all wonderful. But the one where I go live is because they have a good signal. And I know they don't really have music playing really loud, and they usually have a room for me to go to where I can kind of have a little privacy. Yeah. I would not want to sit down with a live stream at other places where there's not the same privacy.
That's what somebody says, Jamie, you go out to eat, I bet the same thing will happen. I am way more private about where I'm at the current time. I know that sounds really weird, but I'm not one to be like, I'm here and I'm going to sit down. Number one, I don't have the time. But number two, if I'm gonna be eating out somewhere, if I'm alone, I'm probably doing so for work. Like I'm traveling for work type of thing. And then when I don't like to cross my lives, if that makes, not like YouTube lives, but like I don't bring you all to work with me, and I don't typically bring work to the farm with me, except for that one time. Remember that?
When you actually brought your work to the farm.
Yeah.
When there's 25 of Jamie's co-workers
and bosses. All my bosses were there.
Yeah, that was a little crazy. That was fun though. Hey, they did our goat deworming that year.
They did.
That was a part of our fun that we had. We had them all go out there and help us deworm the goats. And we had these folks who've never been on a farm, most of them, out there having to catch goats and hold them. And they were in teams of 3 or 4. And it was so cute watching them grab these goats. And then one of them would have to put the dewormer.
Oh, those people never touched a goat in their life. And then we played a chicken game.
Kimberly Lynch goes, Lenny loved Lenny. That's true. Jamie's boss, one of her bosses is named Lenny, and he loved the goat named after him.
Yeah.
Or so he thought.
You know, we bought a chicken trophy for the winning team, and that chicken trophy is still passed amongst all the leaders all the time. It actually is a joke of who can leave it in their office without noticing. Yeah.
Kind of like your
my gnomes.
That gnome that y'all passed around for the holidays. That's funny.
Yeah.
That was a fun work party.
You know where that gnome lives now, right?
At Cog Hill?
Yeah.
Huh?
The drunken gnome lives
Have
at Cog
they ever
Hill.
noticed it, or is it still just
They have noticed it, and I believe it remains in the same spot. I have not looked at their sign, but it was Steph and I put it on their little wayfinding sign at the center part whenever you come in their driveway. So I'm not sure if that still lives there, but that gnome is now in Alabama.
Sweet lady here says you probably should be more careful. As a lady going live on location, it's always a little bit more risky than as a man going live on a location, because people who have bad intentions might use that in a
I would be more skeptic to do it in places where I didn't know my way around, or that wasn't super public, and I parked it. Like I went live one time in Arkansas at a mall, and I got pretty weirded out simply because the mall was like completely empty. I expected there to be a lot more people around, but I also knew that I wasn't staying in that location. So like, I'm pretty thoughtful on how and my strategy around it overall. But
the funniest story. So it's one thing, and guys, this is just, I was very flattered. Don't get me wrong, and we had a wonderful lunch out of the deal. But remember when I was up in Illinois with Xander and Kendra, and they were putting the new house in, right? This has been a couple of weeks back, and I don't know if you guys saw this or not, but I was on a live stream. I was recording live, and all of a sudden, a couple of ladies showed up, and the way they found us. Well, they realized what city I was in, and then they drove down the streets looking for the crane that was working, because that crane extends high above the tree line. And they ended up just driving down the road, every street. I don't know how big that town is or how many streets they had to drive down, but they're crisscrossing and just every street trying to look for the crane. And when they found the crane, I goof. Someone's called them the crazy ladies. I just joke when I call them the crazy ladies. They weren't crazy at all.
It kind of freaks Xander and Kendra out, though, to be fair.
Yeah, it's a little bit crazy-ish, I guess, just to do that. But
yeah, they are not used to that at all, and it
stalk much. I've seen that.
It creeped them out, and it was good that you're like, let's go elsewhere.
Yeah, no, I got them out of there pretty fast. Yeah, I mean, come on, think about it, guys, because that's not my home. That's Xander and Kendra's home.
Yeah,
and their new little girl's home, their baby, and that's where they have their things, and they want their privacy. And don't remember that not everybody wants to be a public figure. Yeah. Not everybody wants people to know where they live and have their address and all those kind of things. And so when you decide to, go ahead and take yourself and put yourself into the spotlight like we've done with the channel, you have to kind of take the good with the bad. We've had so many blessings in all of this, man. God, I can't sit here and list all of the family members who've benefited from you guys allowing us into the social media. Man, And even Kendra and Xander, the benefits of you guys raised all that money for them. And it's just such a blessing. But there's also a little bit, you got to allow a little bit of crazy, guys. There's a little bit of crazy out there.
We're glad that they weren't there to kill anybody. That's all.
As long as they ain't crazier than me, then I'm fine. I got to be the craziest person in the room. Okay,
you have to
Jamie.
hold the trophy on that one.
There's only one guy who's been a little bit crazier than me. Was the guy that showed up at Plum Grove and knocked on our, come up the back way around my mom and dad's house to find us.
That might be the only man, but there've been some women that are crazier than you. Like the one that
I can handle them. That burnt the dumpster.
The one that burnt the dumpster.
Yeah,
the one that wrote me a letter in pencil,
crayon and pencil.
Yeah, and
that was pretty crazy.
The one that said that you guys were gonna make steaks and like that you invited her over and all these things, and I'm like,
oh, don't forget my Canadian stalker. Yeah, who sent me the torso of the woman with holes in it. Guys, I still don't get that one. I mean, I do, but I don't know why. Like, why?
Yeah, there's some extremes, and I realize that those people don't have ill intentions. They just don't understand that they're crossing a line. And anyway.
But no, we've met some wonderful people too. And I will say the wonderful folks we've met outweigh the cuckoos 100 to 1.
That's true.
Seriously, 100 to 1, maybe even higher than that.
Yeah.
So don't worry, guys. We still look forward to future meet and greets. All right.
We have not planned another one yet, though. There's too much going on right now. Way too much going on. We have some things.
Debbie, you're in Canada, if I'm not mistaken. Debbie Bryson's up in Canada, Jamie. I'm just saying. Debbie Bryson, I see you. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I don't even know. No, I said that we have not planned a second meet and greet because of everything you have going on. Like we have some things to navigate through first.
Oh no, now all the Canadians are coming out saying I'm from Canada too. Well, I hope that none of y'all are the crazy Canadian lady, the one I refer to quite often. Now the letter was weird. Now that was one we had actually turned over to the police, guys. That was too much. When people start doing mean things like that, that's a little bit too much. And they made a phone call and spooked her, and she's left us alone ever since. That's been years ago, like years ago. And that was way back in the days, early days. Mm-hmm. So it was so early, I don't even think you had a channel then. Mm-mm. It was just I'm a Survivor Sanctuary, probably only on Facebook, not even YouTube at that time. And she found us and come all the way from whatever state. She was not Canadian. This is not a Canadian. She come all the way from, I'm being told to stop talking about it. I'm being told to stop talking about it.
There was another lady who drove up from Florida, from Disneyland, to bring a blanket to one of our pigs, Petunia. Like, just decided she was going to get in her car and drive, didn't tell her family, didn't tell anything, and like was like at the gate and like, I'm here.
Yeah.
And I was home alone, and it was very early on, and I was in probably the still very early phases of like even being present on videos very much. Like it was early. And there's been some things, definitely some things.
Tippy goes, I'm not a crazy Canadian. Guys, I didn't say all Canadians are nuts, but we've only ran across one really serious kook.
That's okay. Shark says, I'm a crazy Canadian, but I'm not that crazy Canadian.
Hey, we met a crazy Australian too, guys. We never met her, but she was a cuckoo. We met a couple of cuckoos. Why are we talking about cuckoos for,
I don't know how we got here.
Because Jake brings out the cuckoo in everybody, I think.
Oh, my gosh.
No, Jake was here. Yeah, we've had one crazy man on our porch, one crazy Australian, and one crazy Canadian. I don't think we've ever met any crazy Europeans like English, have we? I don't think we have.
I don't think so.
Maybe they still have a little bit of dignity and class across the pond, Jamie. They would never stoop that low. Oh, no. Now that song's in my head. Why you have to dun, dun, dun.
Oh,
you know
no,
song?
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yep, that'll be your earworm for the day, I guess.
I don't even. Come on, Jamie, go talk, and I'll forget about it.
You messed me up, and now I'm thinking about the lyrics that you're trying to sing.
Low. Why you have to stoop so low?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so How many calves did you end up castrating yesterday?
6.
Okay.
6 little bull calves. The
Little
only one we
babies.
did not castrate would be King Cole because
Which is too soon.
he's a little tiny
He's
munchkin.
too soon. And then Santana has not had her baby yet.
Nope.
She's holding that thing in. She's
Yep.
just not ready to give it up.
Yep.
Although you have a low pressure system coming in tomorrow, so
You never know.
never know. And then they're all, you can see just a few of them out and about over here this morning, and everybody's like
They're fine, guys. They're fine.
totally good.
The brands come out wonderful. Jake only had an issue with one. Poor Captain Kirk is the only one that has a little wonky brand on him. But I'll tell you this, and anyone that watched the video will know we did not really brand deep. You know what that means by branding
Yeah.
deep? To be honest, we probably did not brand deep enough. Is there anybody on here watching who knows about branding and can vouch for what I'm saying is true? If you don't go down past the hair, it's probably not going to last like it's supposed to. But Jake was having fun. He did a wonderful job, and I'm not knocking Jake at all, but it was a superficial brand. We barely made it past the hair on any of them, which means, you know what that means, right? The hair is going to come right back and grow right over across where the brand was at.
But it'll probably come back white.
Someone goes, I've braided many cows and it should have been deeper. Yeah, I know, guys, but but here's a good thing. I think out of all they do that. No. They look great, guys. They look great. They look great. I'm not knocking Jake's work at all. But don't put that kind of stuff out there. That's not true. Jake did wonderful.
No, we will not redo it. It is what it is. It's done.
Oh, no, we didn't redo it. But what I'm saying is, more than likely, these brands will be visible for several years. But over time, because we did not go all the way to the hide past the hair, really, I don't think that they're going to last a lifetime. I don't think. Michelle Ann, you're very sweet, but you don't have to do that, sweet lady.
You're grounded, Michelle.
You're grounded. The time out with you, Michelle. Jake did have a lot of fun. He went home bragging about it and talking about it and laughing about it. It was like a dream come true for him. And so that's good for me because it took a lot of strain off of my shoulder, my thumb, my broken ribs. Jake made a joke after. He goes, you shouldn't even be out here. You should be laid in your deathbed in here, pee-patting through the window. And I'm like, watching the live stream while everyone else works my cattle. They might be deep enough, Linda. I'll once we get the purple medicine, will kind of over time fade away. We'll have a really good look at them.
I think they're fine. We're not going to redo anything.
We're not redoing nothing, guys.
It is what it is, and that was the attempt, and it'll be fine, and it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
And the main thing was getting them castrated, though. So that's taken care of. And guys, they're all eating, and like Jamie said, they're moving about. Can you move your head just a little bit? You're welcome to zoom in. Those of you that can zoom, and they're all out there nibbling on green hay.
They're up. They're
up and about. There's no one whining. There's no one screaming and hollering. And Bruce Almighty is still there with them with Mama. So they stayed in there overnight together. They're fine.
I was going to say that I have to give kudos to Katie and Dr. Shanks. So Katie is the vet tech that was with her. Katie has been here for quite a bit of things. So she's been here when we first excised Ivy's tumor.
She helped with Roman after he got punctured by Chucky Poo.
Yes, and Katie has just been. Katie's incredible. I laughed yesterday because I had named this event with the vet's office when they said, what do you want to call this appointment? Or, because when we get in the appointment space, they either want to do it by animal or they'll do a bulk thing and call it something. We called it the Testicle Festival in their appointment. So I got a text that said, big thicket scheduled for the Testicle Festival or whatever. So it became a joke. I didn't tell Lester any of this. So yesterday when Katie lets that slip out and she's like, yep, we're just ready to kick off this Testicle Festival. And you heard that and you were like, what did you say?
I'm like, the hell? She goes, well, your wife taught me that word. I'm like, Jamie taught you that word? Testicle Festival?
Yes.
This is funny over here. Sorry, Brie, I wasn't trying to embarrass you. But Miss Warren says, I was glad that Jake and Chris recovered from the initial process because if you did not get a chance to watch the live stream, or if you chose not to, that's fine. I completely get it. That's not for everybody. Okay. That's not for everybody. And it's a little bit painful to watch because it's like, oh, it makes you just want to cringe on the inside. But no, of course, I've seen that. Jamie's seen that, so many times in our lifetimes with our pets, our dogs, and, our male cats. We've watched it done so many times because remember, we've been fortunate to have vets come to the farm to do our donkeys, to do our pigs, our goats. So we've seen it done so many times. However, Jake and little Chris have not. And
watching all y'all's faces about that was hilarious. As a woman, especially, you're just like, let's just get over it. And all three of you are like swallowing hard, all the color running out of your flesh, all of that. And I was cracking up, to be honest with you. And I love that Dr. Shanks, no sway whatsoever.
No, she's fine.
She's like, this is what she loves to do. Not castrating.
No.
Large animal.
Careful what you say. No, I'm going to have to debate that one with you because listen to me. During my live stream, she says, no, I love doing this. I'm like, she loves farm work, being out in the field. She goes, no, I love doing this.
Oh.
I'm like, castrating? She goes, yeah, I love this. And we all looked at each other, us three guys, and we're like, no one.
Her poor husband.
Don't turn your back on her. Do not leave anybody alone with this woman because this is what she loves to do, castrate. I'm like, the hell? Who says who just loves to castrate, guys? Oh, that's scary.
But she was skilled at it.
Thank God she ain't one of them crazies.
And she might be.
Who crazy who knows how to castrate and enjoys it. Ugh.
She was extremely knowledgeable. She talked her way through it to be able to teach you all while she was doing it.
Did you see her do the at the very end? She did kind of a tutorial. She took one and showed us all the interiors of it,
which I think is so powerful.
Billy says, "Don't make her mad."
That's
no,
true.
you don't want to make her mad, guys. She got tools and knows how to use them.
That's
okay?
true.
And she knows where I live.
Yeah, I maybe I'll ask her if she wants to join Time Out Tuesday. That would be really fun, actually. She's somebody we haven't had a lot of deep dive with, but I don't know if she's comfortable with that. But I'll ask. No, I have to give kudos. We have really been blessed to come across some incredible vets, and between Dr. Cochran, Dr. Shanks, Dr. Priestley, all three of them, are women and are quite skilled in what they do and truly love animals and what we do. And we've just been extremely blessed. I will say though, that do you also know that yesterday was Dr. Shanks's last day at Big Thicket?
At Big Thicket. I did not want to talk about that because I thought that maybe she would, and I did not want to bring it up if she did not want me to. But you can talk about it.
No,
so where's she off to?
She's changing places a little bit further away to a vet's office that focuses on way more large animals and way more field work. Fortunately, we think that we'll still be within their distance.
And so we've talked about this several times before,
basically.
And this is an unfortunate thing, but Big Thicket, where we've always used, mostly always, they are doing like so many other vets saying, you know what, there's more money. I'm sorry to say it, but I got the sniffles. There's more money in cats and dogs than there is in large animals. So let's just stop wasting our time with cows and horses and alpaca and pigs, and we'll just focus on dogs and cats because that's where the money's at. Those are like cash.
Well, but it also is a they can stay in one spot. There's no drive time. And they can do many more in shorter amount of time.
But it is sad for me for people who go to vet school to be a veterinarian when they have a passion for larger animals, and it's harder and harder to find large animal vets. Yeah. So,
Dr. Cochran's still around. She also is no longer at Big Thicket, and she's doing a couple of different jobs, and she's still very much part of our care team, and we love her. But she does not work for a vet that does large animal today either. So she sort of is she is an independent contractor for us, basically. But we love them both. They're also friends and help each other. In fact, they were both out here when Roman and Storm got hurt by Chuck on a Sunday. And just very much part of our care team. And I think that we are incredibly blessed to have such wonderful people helping us.
Well. The vets did keep the Rocky Mountain oysters. Now, I don't know what they're going to do with them. I didn't want them. We don't want our dogs eating at them or anything else. So they did take them, probably to go into whatever they do with that kind of stuff. And then real fast, there's people are asking about, they don't know the why behind why so many large animal vets are not. And I'm just going to give you what I think is the answer, and you can talk more about it. And
Hold on before you.
Okay.
Somebody goes, isn't it funny how she loves what she does and her last name is Shanks?
Isn't that crazy though? Her last name is Shanks and she loves to castrate.
Just say. Sorry, I did not mean to interrupt where you were going with that.
No.
But I had to call it out because that is pretty funny.
Score one for the internet, guys. That was funny. No, so I think that, and I'm just going to say this, and please don't get upset with me, but I think that most of us would give an arm and a leg for one of these beautiful dogs or cats that we just become a part of the family, right? Mm-hmm. That we would. We will, no matter what the vet says it needs an open heart surgery. We're going to find a way to make it happen because we love our dogs and our cats like they're our own children, right? But I'm going to go ahead and say this in kind of on a broader spectrum, that I don't think that your average farmer or rancher would pay an arm and a leg to get a horse's leg healed, or for a lame cow to restore its whatever it needs. I think that most farmers and ranchers would only pay the amount that animal's worth and then some as it depreciates with time and age. So what I mean by that, guys, don't be mad at me for saying this, but for example, here's an example. Let's just take Danny's baby. Oh my God, Danny's baby. Duke of Dumfries. God, Jamie, I'm getting old. How could I forget Duke of Dumfries, the name? So let's take Danny's baby. We knew there was issues. We took that baby and we drove him over to Texas A&M, and that the vet, who is doctor minded, not really people minded. There's a different kind of empathy they have. She comes out and she goes, the calf has this and this and this and this and this and this, and she starts naming off all these things this calf has. And we're like, well, can you save it? And she goes, you're looking at least $3,000. And I'm like, well, but can you try to save it? And she goes, like, she was baffled. Why would we want to try to spend $3,000 on a calf that's sickly and probably is not, because they're large animal vets, and they look at it on a dollar value. Because had it been Stella, we'd have paid $3,000 like that to heal Stella and make her live, help Stella live.
They actually call that, and people aren't going to like this.
You're not going to like it, y'all.
Food animal vets. So this food animal services is different than veterinary services and large animal veterinary services. So food animal are production animals, and that's why they look at it as a value instead. And like that's the business of it. I mean, like that's the majority of people that raise cattle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, absolutely.
So when they think about those things, they're also thinking about what quality could it become. Like it's a different world, especially than the one that we live in. Yeah.
And in saying so, you take that and you go to a city somewhere where they realize that, you know what, we can hire 2 or 3 vets and have, let's just say 100 dogs and cats come in per day, compared to this vet has to go out into the field to work on this horse or work on this cow. Is going to take half the day, and they're going to lose all that time with people's dogs and cats. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
it's different factors, different ways of life, different way that they measure value, all of those things. So it's just different, and to each his own. They're all incredibly intelligent vets, and we've been so blessed to be able to experience them.
Yep. Absolutely.
What's wrong?
I'm just looking. All the cows are moving around behind them. I don't know if you saw them or not. I think they're doing that to show you guys are okay. Can you guys? And we can't zoom in if we're on the laptop, but if you can zoom in on your device, you can see that the calves are all coming along the fence line to let you look at them to know that they're okay. You think that's what they're doing?
Yeah.
Look
They're
at
like,
us. We're fine.
look at
guys.
us,
We're
stretching
moving
it out.
around.
It's
We're
okay.
walking.
But they all received yesterday. They received a sedative to be able to have the procedure done. They were vaccinated and they got antibiotics and pain meds. Correct?
No, they got
like they got they got a full workup basically.
Yeah, they did all kinds of stuff to them. And guys, anyone that watched the video saw that there's not a bunch of screaming and hollering, and they're not like
Weaning them was way worse than castrating
I
them.
know.
I couldn't be here.
Even though I don't even think that they're weaned, Jamie. And here's why. How many people were hashtag be a Vanessa, and you're watching that video and you're seeing all of these little bulls walk up and take a drink from Jezebel.
Poor Jezebel.
Jezebel is just like the perfect mom. She's like a moving milk bar, somebody said, a mobile milk bar. She's walking along and these bulls are just walking up and like grabbing a teat and Jezebel's like, go ahead. I'm just here to serve, I guess.
Poor baby.
She's a mobile.
She deserves a whole bag of feed for that.
I don't know if any of those calves are going to be weaned. Because if I let them out with their moms, they're going to go right back to that teat. I promise you.
Let them.
No.
Why not?
It's time to get those mamas nice and fat and
You
healthy.
don't think that they'll do that naturally?
They're going to the front pasture with the other bulls is where they're going. Don't make that face. You knew this had to happen.
I don't like it. That's why I'm not the Longhorn rancher. I'm just not.
Oh, Jamie, they're fine. They're cute guys. They'll get a lot of attention up there. They'll be right there every morning when we go by and do our morning song. We'll see all those bulls run up to the fence. And we're going to have a lot more time and attention with them in the front. All right. And they need to be out with the men. Okay. They'll have more shelter space, but they'll have more feed access. They'll be fine.
Jezebel's going to need way extra muffins for that.
Yeah, and Jezebel's fine, guys. We will talk more about Jezebel, though. I'm not doing it on a live stream because half the folks will hear it and half the folks won't. It's just too hard. So we will be moving them up front, and we're doing that tomorrow, Sunday. I'll be using the trailer, and so I will run them back into the gladiator pasture or the gladiator coliseum, and then I'll back my trailer up the way we did before, and I'll load them onto the trailer. From the trailer, I will drive them a real simple 100 yards to the bullpen and drop them back out. It's going to be really, really neat. And Chuck will have someone to take care of.
Uncle Chuck. And then the horses will have their barn back just in time for the cold weather. But hopefully it's wrong. Like, that's what I just keep hoping is like, man, could the forecast just be wrong?
It's wrong. I got my fingers crossed that it's wrong. And it has been wrong before, guys. Everyone knows that you can look at 10 different weather apps and they're all going to be different. They're all going to be different. And Jamie always goes with the one that is the most devastating. And I always go with the best case scenario.
I plan for the worst. So I'm like, nope, we're putting on blankets and we're going to make sure that there's extra hay out and all the things. And this today and tomorrow will actually be prep at home for everything else that needs to happen. And I just can't believe it. We've had a week of 70-degree weather.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I know.
Sorry. I don't mean to like harp on it. I'm just really devastated.
I'm harping on Longhorn, so it's okay. You harp on with I'm going to harp on the Longhorn. Jezebel is going to be going back with Caroline, guys. They're going to be the little bulls.
You're not going to let Georgie go?
Georgie's going to go up front with the bulls.
No.
Don't you make that noise. You're going to make all of the other sweet ladies going to side up with you.
I just feel so sad for Georgie.
Y'all are going to all turn against me, and I'm just... Don't y'all turn against me in my time of need. This is my time of need, okay? They're going to be fine, and you'll see over time. And you'll see over time too, Jamie. You'll see over time too.
Oh, anyway. So what are you doing today? What do you got going on today?
Well, I was hoping for a relaxing day because I've been going all week, like all week, no break.
My day's not relaxing.
That's what I understand.
I'm going to be all in today.
I know, and that means that I'm going to have to be all in too to help you. Unload this, move this, bring the tractor around.
That's all I
for
really
this.
need you to do is
Come
bring
do
the
this.
tractor and do this, and then I'll do all of the actual physical part if you could just run the tractor for me. Because to be honest with you, it goes much faster if I can just have you do the big parts and then I'll do the rest, basically. That would be great.
When it comes to Ernie and the alpaca family, we have a surprise, but I can't talk about it because this one over here did
Loose lips,
something.
Lester, you better not.
She did something without my permission.
Sure did.
And I don't like that.
Sure did.
Even though I was completely okay with it.
I'm like, hold on a second. Your permission?
Yeah, even though I was
Your permission?
I'm okay with it, but I wanted to be
Your permission. How
bad
about
word
your knowledge?
Okay, bad word choice.
Because I ain't asking for permission.
All right, bad word choice. She did something without talking to me about it.
And I would do it again. Just to be really fair here. Permission.
Come on, guys. We're supposed to be a team here. Stick together. Stick together.
Excuse me.
Women power. Come on, guys. Someone side with me here.
Yeah.
Where's Animal Boy when I need him?
Let me just tell you what Lester does.
Where's Alan when I need him?
Permission.
Where's the bro code, guys? Where's the bro code? Someone says you're digging your own hole,
and
Lester.
Suddenly Lester's going to spend the whole weekend at the JL. Who knew?
Oh no, someone goes, you're on your own for this one, Lester. But that will be something that Jamie will talk about because it's all her doings. Okay, all her doings. And I was just like, what in the world happened here? But it has to do with the alpaca. Oh, and that darn bird, that old Mr. George. But that will come out at some point. When are you going to talk about that? When are you going to do all that? Today, tomorrow? You don't know yet? Monday?
I don't know yet. My priorities today are honestly to do things.
We're not bros. We're sisters.
Sisters from other
Pearl
misters.
friends.
We are Pearl friends and we stick together. Yeah, Lester does need the backhoe to dig him out of that one because permission. Huh. Anyway, so my day is full and Lester's day might have just got completely freed up to do whatever he wants.
I'll help.
But I'm really excited to have a day of no Zoom. My work has been pretty intense lately and I have had significantly less time in between anything to do anything. So Saturday that it's not pouring down rain is a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's perfect weather. It's actually kind of chilly.
But it's good working weather.
Yeah, I feel like it's gotten cooler since we sat down here, or the iced coffee
it's
cooled me off a little bit.
There's a cold front coming in. Let's be fair. I wanted.
Oh no! Someone goes, "This is the Dr. Shank moment, Lester."
Wish she would have left her tool.
Oh no! Oh no!
I watched that video. I can do it now. She gave a great tutorial, and if Shirtless Jake can do it, certainly I can too. Anyway, yes, it is probably getting cooler and it's a good day to work. I really had hoped for a sunshine day. I really feel like getting sun on my face and maybe a little color in my life would have been beneficial, but it's okay. Yeah. We're gonna do some outside work today and kind of go from there. Maybe I'll let you make it up to me by taking me to dinner tonight somewhere. Maybe. Only if we can go to the casino. That's the only dinner that I crave. Gumbo. I would be opposed to that. We'll see. We shall see. But anyway.
Well, if we go to the casino, I'm going live again. But I'm a little bit nervous.
That's why you want to go to the casino.
No, to see if I can continue my winning streak. Guys, help me here because I forget everything. Jamie, you might know the answer. You might not. You don't watch all my videos. How many times in a row have I stuck it to the man? How many times in a row? I'm on it's either a 3 or a 4, maybe a 5. Can anyone help me with this over here? How many times in a row have I stuck it to the man? So everyone's saying 3 or 4. It's 3 or 4. I don't remember exactly, but every time that I went to the little casinos in Illinois, I come out ahead. Now, I don't mean big money. I mean positive. It doesn't matter if it's big, it's positive. But even when I went over here with you, was that last weekend?
No, it's been a few weeks. It's
The
been,
last
it's
time-
been like 3 weeks, I think.
No, it was like maybe 2 weeks, but no, it doesn't matter. I won there too. And that was not even Illinois money. That's Texas money. That's Native American money, guys. And so I'm on a good streak. Now, remember, I don't win big money. I don't play with big money. I don't gamble big money. I'm not going to ever walk out with hundreds of thousands of dollars. But to walk out with an extra 10 or an extra 20, and so we will try again.
Maybe so. Maybe. Guess it depends on how much we get accomplished today, and if you don't need permission for anything.
Yeah. Right. Everyone's saying save that possum. What does that mean, Jamie?
Oh, that was
There's all caps. I've seen it several times in all caps. Save that possum.
So I replayed a video from about 5 years ago on my YouTube channel. I've really enjoyed like digging in the archives because some of them are funny or clever or things that just don't happen to us anymore or relative to what's going on here. So I actually showed a video with Rita very early on this week as well.
Hold
I
on.
showed a video.
I did too, and I was surprised. It's okay. Well, I don't know if you feel the same way, but I'm impressed by two things. I was surprised by two things. Number one is how many people were actually watching back then who remember this video. And I'm like, I had no idea some of these same folks have been around for that long. And that's a really blessing. And then it's also neat to see people who've not been around for very long to get a whole new glimpse at what I'll call them the old days.
The old days.
Look at me, how my thumb won't work anymore. The old days. Look how my fingers look like an old man or an old woman's like a talon. In the old days, because my thumb is stuck out, it's just stuck out there, guys. But in the old days, we which was not really that long ago.
It wasn't that long ago.
But had no idea how it was in the old days. Because there were people like, where are you? What property is this? Is this Honey Hill? I saw that a lot. But yeah, back when I was a bearded man.
Yeah. So anyway, I played a video last night about the possum that returned. If you remember, we used to put zip ties on them.
The bands, yeah.
Yeah, and people are so mad at me in the comments of like, why would you pick that up by its tail? Those possums don't hurt anything. They don't know that the possums killed all of our chickens.
Guys, they're
all
horrible.
Of our chickens.
Possums are horrible around a farm or a ranch.
And possums carry EPM, and if they defecate or urinate on your hay, it'll kill your horse. Actually, it gives horses EPM and it will cause neurological damage. Like they're not good for your ranch.
Which is the animal that we don't like to hang around that are that eat ticks, but they also carry
possums.
leprosy.
No. So
that's armadillo, right?
Armadillos carry leprosy. Yes.
Armadillo carry leprosy.
Yeah.
But they also eat ticks, right? So it's like.
Yeah. So,
I kind of don't want to have them ticks, but I also don't really want to have leprosy.
So we took that possum and back out to the river to release it twice, and it kept coming back. But the possums can exist, but they can't exist on our places.
So what we did, I remember this. So what we would do is we would catch so many possums. We went through a phase where they were everywhere, and we were certain that they kept coming back. So we're like, wanted to kind of like,
I'm like, that one looks too familiar. I recognize it.
We bought some little colored bands, some zip tie bands that made for chickens. And I would hold them, or either Jamie would hold them by the tail, and I would put a band around one of their back legs. And we'd take them down to the woods, a couple of miles, and let them go. And if they did not come back,
they would come back. And
we would catch them again. We used to have live traps, these big box traps that you catch animals live. And we'd catch these possums every single night. We were catching possums.
Yes.
And we were banding them and realizing that they were walking back, and we were catching them again 2 or 3 days later, the same ones.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you how far they can travel.
And listen, like I said, possums can live anywhere except for on our property because they're too detrimental to what we do. I have chickens that'll eat ticks. That is our tick solution. So, and we never actually had a tick problem at either property, even before.
This was all on the video, Lester. Well, I don't know what video you're talking about.
Hold on a second. That just means that some people didn't watch because they're like, keep the possum, save the possum. I'm like, we're not saving possums here. We're not. Somebody else can be the save the possum people. Sorry. That'll probably get clipped and put everywhere, and I'll become a hated person now.
Okay, so you're saying that people who are screaming "Save the possums," they're doing it because they think that we're killing possums?
They thought that video was like recent, step one, but they also like they did not want us to remove the possums from our property. They're like, they're fine, just feed them somewhere else, and all these other things. I'm like, no.
Oh, that's like the
It's
lady.
not fine.
That's like the lady who, because she refused to remove the raccoons, she chose to go ahead and feed them, and so then. You had to have seen this video. This lady, sweet lady, guys, a sweet lady had a little porch where this raccoon kept coming in and eating her cat food, and she refused to remove the possum. So instead, she put out extra cat food. Next thing you know, there's 3 raccoons eating her cat food. She doesn't want to remove the raccoon, so she puts out extra cat food. Then the video goes on to her. Now there's like 20 raccoons every night coming into her screen porch, just pouring in one behind the other. And she doesn't know how to get rid of them. So we're not going to feed the possums, guys. We're not feeding raccoons and possums, not purposely. Okay.
No.
They may grab something here or there and run off, but we're not going to purposely feed them.
No, we don't want them to eat our chickens, and we don't want them to be on our hay. That would be the most critical, horrible thing that could happen to our horses or donkeys. Like, it would be bad, really bad.
Yeah.
So they can't stay. Sorry, they can go stay somebody else's place, just not here.
Yeah, but we don't kill them. We just take them off.
Yeah.
And they can go hopefully find a new area to hunt.
But regardless, that video was like 5 years old. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was an old video.
Yeah.
I have to go back and watch that one. I miss those old days. Sort of. I enjoy what we do now. Who is that screaming like that? Like 4 crows in a row.
It's not your Tyrone. It's the other one.
Now we got it, Jamie. Now we got it.
Yeah.
So Paul does it too, whatever it is.
Trapped raccoons. Yeah,
Trapped raccoons.
Because he has feathered animals and small animals, like, and because he has a miniature horse and he has a donkey. Like, it's very real. Some people don't get it.
Ronnie had to fish a baby raccoon out of her pool that had got trapped. Oh.
Aww.
She rehomed it so she lived. That's good. Well, Jamie.
We're going to wrap this up.
Yeah,
We're going to get this day going, y'all. Thanks for joining us on Coffee. I almost said Sanctuary Saturday.
High Tech 1972 says, Lester, to be honest, you looked much older back in those days, so you must be doing something right. Well, thank you, Jamie. I guess I'll take that as a compliment.
It's the beard dye.
It was the beard dye. Yeah, by me dyeing my beard back to a normal, natural young man's look, I think it made me look a little bit younger.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe because I got a good night's sleep last night, guys. I doped myself up and I comped. And I slept good. Man, I slept good. Water running all over the ground. Had no idea water's running. And you're all going to hate me for this one over here. I did not lock up the chickens. I completely forgot. That's
because you went to bed at like 8 o'clock.
I just did not lock up chickens. And then I panicked when I woke up this morning and realized that I did not close my chickens in. But guess what? That's how I cross my fingers now, Jamie. All the chickens are fine. They're fine.
All right, y'all. We love you so very much. We're so grateful that you joined us on this Coffee with Jamie and Lester Saturday morning. We hope that your day holds some weather before it turns freezing cold or you get dumped on by snow. We are going to go be productive, and we will bring you along if we go on a date tonight. And anything else that I missed?
No, just thank y'all so much for being so kind to us. We don't deserve you guys. We do not deserve you, but we're not going to trade you for nothing, okay? And it's always funner and gooder doing stuff with those you love and care about. So if we do go to the casino, I will bring you along.
Thank you all for giving us the greatest.
But don't panic if I start getting low on money. Don't panic and scream at me, because I've always won right at the very end. You know that, right?
I do.
That may be a casino trick. I don't know, but so. All right. Well, thank y'all for watching.
You're in charge of here.
Oh, I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go ahead and end this thing the same place that we started it, guys. Thank y'all for watching. Have a wonderful day.
Under a hot Texas sun and pastures of green, there's a crew of critters just like you and me. a little love and mud, and a whole lot of grace.
butt.
We show the good, the bad, and the ugly too. The highs, the lows, it's all part of the view. So laugh, love, and maybe cry sometimes with a gang of misfits who always shine. So come on in, kick off your shoes.
Oh, God!
It's more than a ranch, it's a family crew, and these rescues, they might just rescue you. Welcome to I'm a Survivor. You'll see what second chances are meant to be. We're all survivors of something, it's true, and there's room in this family for all of you. We're all survivors of something, you see. So pull up a seat with our rescue family.